Now before we start this video, you might have noticed that last night or yesterday that we achieved 200,000 subscribers on YouTube. Just want to take a quick moment to say thank you everybody for joining us on this journey, and we appreciate everybody's support. Now let's talk about the shitbox. Can I say that?
Gamescom 2017 takes place throughout this week, and it's actually one of the biggest gaming conventions. It's even bigger than E3. Gamescom takes place over 5 days in Cologne in Germany, and it's completely open to the public, so anyone and everyone can get their hands on new and upcoming games. Microsoft kicked off proceedings with what was essentially their last big sales pitch for the Xbox One X. And, you know, what's it look like?
I'm interested.
Yeah, I want to know what's it look like. This thing.
Yeah,
come on, Larry, tell us what's the Xbox One.
About it.
You know, what's it look like?
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look how beautiful it is. You get this beautiful graphic. Look at this beautiful graphic design. Beautiful, beautiful design on the front. Isn't it beautiful? Beautiful, 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 beautiful.
The presentation started with a sizzle reel for the Xbox One X and all the games which will be enhanced for the new console. Ubisoft were the first company featured in the Xbox event, and they showed off a new trailer for Assassin's Creed Origins and some screenshots of the Xbox One X enhanced version of Origins. After that, we saw the same trailer for PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, which was shown off at Xbox's E3 conference earlier this year, and Bluehole announced that Microsoft would publish Battlegrounds on Xbox and it would be exclusive to Xbox during early access. We don't know for sure whether it's completely exclusive though, do we?
They're very hazy and careful with their wording around all this. They were asked on Twitter directly by fans who wanted to know, you know, is this going to be an Xbox One exclusive full stop? And the answer was, Microsoft is working in close partnership with Bluehole to bring you PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds sooner and faster.
The wording is console launch exclusive. You take the word launch out of there, it's exclusive, but you stick that little word in the middle and it can mean that it's coming on PS4 in a few months.
Also, the fact that it's already being played by 8 million people on PC at the moment, so the word exclusive is getting shredded here.
Yeah. Then Xbox unveiled something new, and it's a Jurassic Park game. Jurassic World Evolution is a theme park simulator from Frontier, the developers of the well-received Planet Coaster, and it looks like a spiritual sequel to 2003's Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. But Jurassic World Evolution isn't actually an Xbox exclusive. It's also coming to PlayStation 4 and PC when it releases in summer 2018.
I'm quite excited about this. This looks great. I love these
games.
I am, actually. They had this thing in the trailer that's just been ruined by mobile games, where you kind of show a building like dropping down on the...
and the smoke goes
Yeah, and it just reminds you of like Game of War, Fire Age and all that shite on mobile. It's just like that genre, that awesome genre that I love on PC. Like the proper video game version of that has been like bastardized by the fucking mobile market, and now even something that should make me go, wow, that looks awesome, I go, ah.
Really?
Yeah. Microsoft mouthpieces Shannon Loftis and Aaron Greenberg then came on stage to give us the hard sell on the Xbox One X console. They also gave us some insight into their release strategy for all of their exclusive titles.
So we're basically non-stop hitting our fans with more and more exclusive titles.
More like non-stop hitting fans with underwhelming Xbox sales pitches for all the non-exclusives that they've got. Am I right?
They then announced Recore Definitive Edition, which adds cut content from the original release from way back on the Xbox One in late 2016. Essentially it includes a bit more content and reworks the game's visuals to support 4K and high dynamic range. It's totally free for owners of the original game though, which is cool. We also got possibly one of the strongest announcements of the conference when it was revealed that 100 games will be enhanced for Xbox One X. The only catch is that a lot of the games aren't actually out yet and they won't be released until next year.
I tend to think that this is the most impressive thing that they did announce. During this thing, is that they are remastering these games essentially for free. They're adding the 4K textures and all that. If you go to MajorNelson.com, see a list of all these games that they are remastering for free. 100 games, that's quite impressive.
Yeah, 100 games is good.
That's a lot of effort for free, essentially.
A patch that can make that happen is a pretty big deal on 100 games, and obviously the ones that are in development, they'll just like factor that into the development of the game on it.
Looked like it was an anal insertion then, Mike. Factor it in.
No, it was factoring in 4K into 100 games.
It looked painful. That's
innocent as that. They also announced a trio of Disney-themed games without actually saying what they were, before showing a bit of 4K gameplay for Super Lucky's Tale and Halo Wars 2. Then we saw the same Forza Motorsport 7 trailer that was shown off at E3 this year, and a bit of actual in-game footage, which looked very similar to some footage we've seen in the past. The presentation then took a quick break from the games to talk about the Xbox One X console itself. If you're kind of thinking this is a little bit underwhelming, well, there's one little proviso there. This is Gamescom, this isn't E3. The expectation is a little little bit different. You wouldn't expect the whole barrage of announcements for sure. Because they've kind of already done that in E3, and you know, a lot of companies don't even do conferences at Gamescom. I mean, Sony, for example, the direct opposition, aren't even showing up this year. So at least Microsoft have shown up to show us what they're all about, and you know, give us the sales pitch on the Xbox One X.
All in all, it's very underwhelming. Like, after all that hype of E3, 45 games was going to talk about, and then you mentioned 7, like some of which are like indie games or indie-looking games. It was just like, meh, it's like the most powerful console known to man. Like, it fly to the moon or whatever. But give us some decent fucking games.
What it for sure needs is not literally Halo, but something that would make people go, holy shit, what is this? They just didn't have that. They had a nice looking racing game in Forza Motorsport. They had a nice looking indie game in Cuphead, and they've got PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, which 8 million people are already playing and enjoying. So there's a gap there. There's a big gap for a big fat AAA game, and that they haven't filled it.
Talking of big and fat, they need to stop boasting about the size of their 6 teraflopage, don't they, and just bring us some proper games.
Don't know why you turned to look at me about. I'm never ever boasting about my teraflopage.
So next, Mike Ibarra, Corporate Vice President of Xbox, joined the presentation to give a quick look at the new user interface for Xbox, which will launch sometime soon. The new UI aims to be fully customizable and personalizable. Personalizable. So if you're the competitive type who wants to have more achievements than your friends, you can pin your friends' achievements list to your dashboard and track their progress. Soon after the UI demonstration, State of Decay 2 was shown off with the same E3 trailer, and the developer talked a bit about his inspirations behind the game. The notable thing here for me was he talked about the drop-in, drop-out multiplayer aspect of the game, and he mentioned a feature that looks really interesting as well. If you enable this feature, then if you get into trouble, you can shoot out a flare in game, and that tells people on, like, if they've got a beacon or something in the game, and they can join you by pressing the X button and help you out in the game. That sounds like a pretty awesome feature.
Pretty creative use of co-op and bringing people in who aren't playing the game to play. It's awesome. Good idea all around.
World of Tanks then made an appearance with a new trailer announcing 4K support, Xbox tournaments, and a new story mode called War Stories. The trio of hosts then showed off some custom controllers which had been made in the Xbox Design Lab, which is expanding to more countries. If you don't know what the Design Lab is, well, it's an online tool which lets customers design their own unique Xbox controller to their own personal liking.
And after that controller advert, there was a sizzle reel for the ID at Xbox program, which showed off a number of indie games coming to Xbox One, like Hello Neighbor, Unruly Heroes, and Path of Exile, which might remind you a bit of their E3 conference when they did essentially the same thing. A couple of developers from Rare joined the chat and talked a bit about upcoming co-op pirate thing, Sea of Thieves, with the most noteworthy thing being there will be full crossplay capability between the PC and Xbox One versions. Then came the time for another world premiere. A Minecraft-themed Xbox console, which looks, well, this just looks fantastic, you guys. Look at this. Beautiful.
What are you on about, Mike? It makes Minecraft noise when you put a disc in and shit. Like, who
is,
wouldn't want that?
There is that.
Sounds awesome.
For people who like dirt. That's a quote from the presentation. There was also a trailer for Middle-earth Shadow of War showing off the game's diverse cast of monsters and a console bundle, yay, which includes a standard Xbox One with, wait for it, a copy of Middle-earth Shadow of War, so that is very exciting. Cuphead was shown off again with the same E3 trailer and the announcement of a new Game Plus mode and another world premiere. Now with Paradox Interactive's Surviving Mars, which looks decent. It's a colony management game, but again, it's not an Xbox exclusive. It will be on PC and PS4 as well.
The show started to wind down with some more trailers for the Xbox One X itself, including a trailer telling you to pre-order right now to get the Project Scorpio edition. Well, what the f*** is Project Scorpio edition, I hear you ask? Well, we'll leave it to the salesman himself.
Hi, it's Larry Hryb, Xbox Live's Major Nelson. I'm really excited to share this with you. This is the Xbox One X Project Scorpio edition that we are announcing today and will be available for pre-order today as well. Now, I have these special white gloves which are going to allow me to dig in and do an unboxing, but I want to show you the box first because this is beautiful. You know exactly what port to plug it into.
Major Nelson finished this rather creepy sales pitch telling you to pre-order the Project Scorpio edition right now because once it's gone, it's gone. Once all the pre-order talk was out of the way, the presentation came to a pretty anticlimactic end, and that was the Microsoft conference at Gamescom 2017.
So that was it, and that was the Microsoft conference at Gamescom. This is their last big sales pitch. This is their last chance to put this out there and convince us all to buy one, basically. Did they do a good enough job? I don't think they did. I mean, it just kind of things we already knew and, you know, very minor details and, you know, trying to make the word exclusive fit in there with PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds when it kind of does. There's a big Halo-shaped hole in the lineup is the problem.
They're using the word super excited about games like Cuphead and Super Lucky's Tale.
There's nothing wrong with Cuphead. Okay, let's just explain that. That's
agree.
all they're offering.
We can agree to disagree there, Mike.
All right.
This is touted as the most powerful console known to man. It just feels like that Microsoft aren't going full in on this. They could have done so much more. They could have given you games other than Forza, which is the only real true 4K game which is going to run 60 frames a second. That looks graphically really impressive. They just need to pull the fingers out their backsides and give us some impressive graphical masterpieces. They've got all that power. They just need to show it off.
They just needed something like that, a power play, a real big exclusive game that you can only play on the Xbox. And they haven't done it.
So there you go, there's our thoughts about the Xbox conference at Gamescom 2017. Let us know what you thought, if you're in agreement or you disagree with us completely, down in the comments below. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new, and there's another video for you to watch around about here. Support us on Patreon if you're awesome, and we'll see you again in the next video. Until then, bye for now.